Hey, before you read about it on Facebook or Twitter, or hear about it from your friends, find out what today's big stories really mean with me, Sean Hannity, today at 2, right here on AM 560, The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy. Last time we were in Lake County, we got led away in cuffs by Sheriff Mark Curran. So this is going better now. That was fun, broadcasting from the jail. But today we are at AM Woodland Outdoor Design, part of our AM 560 Signature Bank Business Tour. And the principals of AM Woodland Outdoor Design are joining us now. They are Dan and Andy Migas, two brothers.
They're twin brothers. I mean, I feel like I've known so much about you spending the last 2 hours with you.
I don't think that.
We look really similar. Right?
I don't think
no,
we look that similar.
Dan is 2 minutes older than Andy.
Yeah, you can see
Migas.
you can see the difference.
Yeah,
you can see the difference. Yeah,
I always tell him what he should be doing when he's my age. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Back when I was
just
your
wait
age.
2 minutes,
Right.
and I'll tell you.
Right. And so it's an interesting story starting this company. Two guys, young guys, starting you starting a landscaping company, and then Dan joining you a little bit later on. But tell us the story of how this all got started.
Really, it got started as I was finishing up my degree at University of Illinois in geology, actually. I decided that I didn't really have too much interest in the positions available in my field, so I decided not to take one of those job offers, and really, I started mowing lawns to start paying back my student loans that were becoming due quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Needed to do something to make money, and I didn't know if I wanted to go back to grad school or if I wanted to pursue something else outside of the field. So I started mowing lawns.
And your dad, you had worked for your dad because he had a bit of a landscaping company.
Correct.
On the side,
Yeah,
right?
my father is a firefighter. Has been for a long time, and he was doing that kind of on his days off. He had a little lawn maintenance company that I would come and work for on the summers back home from college. So I had a slight background in that, and I did actually wind up getting a minor in landscape design and turf management from U of I as well. So started doing that. Didn't necessarily think it would be my career.
Lovey Smith could use a minor in turf management.
So then you in 2009 you purchased AM.
Well,
Or no, it was Woodland Outdoor.
He is
Design.
AM.
Right, you are
I'm AM. I purchased my dad's old pickup truck for $800, and he loaned
Ripped
me.
off.
Yeah, I know. It was in 1990.
think you'd get this.
Had like 300,000 miles on it.
Oh my God!
And
it lasted a couple of years though.
it
So it's
did.
a
It
pretty good
got me
buy.
through the beginning. He loaned me the two lawnmowers that he had owned, and because he didn't want to do it anymore anyway, he was getting old. He loaned me the lawnmowers. I had 13 customers that first year. Did a whopping $32,000 in revenue, and but for some reason I decided to do it another year. The next spring when the snow melted, and then I had quite a few more customers because of word of mouth basically. So I needed to hire a couple people to help me out, and then not too long after that. My brother Dan and my other friend Kirk, who's the other partner in the business, noticed the rapid growth and wanted to join in. So they each purchased a little bit of the company, became my business partners, and Dan, being a CPA, took over the financials, which I was definitely struggling with. I didn't know what to do with money that I was starting to make, and helped us grow to where we are now, which is 38 full-time employees.
Oh, wow.
During the summertime, like 32 out in the field and 6 in our office.
And it's great too. It's kind of this coming together, not just the brothers, but then your friend too, because you've got the operation side. He's Dan has the finance background. He was in Dan, you were in private equity beforehand, right?
Yep, exactly.
And CPA, as you mentioned, and then your other partners got the kind of the HR side too. So
Right,
it's a
yeah.
nice division of labor you guys have put together to kind of manage the growth, which is always a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're growing, we're kind of actually starting to departmentalize the business, where I'm managing the sales department. Dan's kind of the financial and office operations part. Kirk is the fleet and yard area, and our production manager Justin takes care of our field operations.
But I love it because you're passionate about your job, and even proudly showing what backyard patios that you've constructed, landscape designs. I mean, you really do amazing work.
Yeah, I mean, we try and give our customers a functional space, obviously a beautiful space to use. And our customers love being able to have a space at their home. A lot of customers love the fact that their kids stay at home and hang out on the patio rather than go out and do
God knows what.
Yeah,
right. So
you can control them when you can see them.
Yeah.
Well, so that's an important point too. This isn't just mowing lawns and shoveling and moving dirt around. This is kind of coming up with landscape solutions, if you will, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, we want to design a space, that is really an extension of our customers' homes. And I mean, it could be a backyard space with a fireplace or a outdoor kitchen or a dining area, seating area, things like that. Or, honestly, just curb appeal and, sprucing up the front of your home. We love seasonal color. We try and design things that have interest in all the seasons. And it's just and honestly, it adds value to homes, too, what we do. The return on investment is definitely there for what we provide to our customers.
Now, my dad owned a landscaping company, and when people wouldn't pay their bills on time or ever,
Rocco and Moose.
He would no, he wouldn't send over those guys, but he'd take leaves and dump them back on their lawns. What do you guys do?
I send my brother Dan after him.
Oh.
Sure.
He's the money guy.
No, is that
He
a
also
big
collects.
problem? Or is
It is a lot easier to not pay for a service than it is to not pay for a product. You don't just walk out of Jewel with your groceries and think you don't have to pay for it. Sometimes we've had people, hire our maintenance service, let it go for 3-4 months without paying, and then decide, I didn't really want it later on. But what we do now is it's kind of like I actually took the idea from my house cleaning company who charges my credit card the second their people walk in the door. We just keep credit cards on file for people, especially for our recurring maintenance service. And if there's ever issues, of course, we'll deal with them for our customers, but we expect to be paid for the work we provide, and we just keep credit cards on file.
Now, Dan, obviously, Andy's the face guy. He's the one who gets to talk. You're the green eye shades guy in the back that you just kind of keep, stay away from him, let him pour over the numbers. But why you left private equity, which is, could be a very lucrative field, to join your brother in this business?
Yeah, I mean, private equity was fantastic. The real estate world, I mean, if I was going to be doing anything else, I would still be there or in real estate somewhere. It just came time. The business had grown so large. I was putting in so many extra hours, nights, weekends, kind of making sure the books were right and strategic vision and all those things, that it just became time to leave that world and do this full time. And I've only been here full time a few weeks, but it's crazy. And
now I'll tell you, I want you to tell the story because I was talking to Dan at our Stake of the Union event, out there in Spring Grove the other week, and he's a numbers guy, right?
I love numbers.
Yeah, well, but he thinks about numbers and value for that incremental dollar. So Dan, tell us the story of moving from Wakanda Dan to Wisconsin Dan.
Yeah, my wife and I were living in a townhome in Wakanda, and we love the area, but we're going to start a family sometime soon here, and we wanted bigger house, yard, and so we started looking around. I told her, okay, this is kind of our budget, and so she was looking in the area, and we weren't really coming up with anything. And then I started looking in southeastern Wisconsin, Pleasant Prairie to be specific, and I told her, yeah, our budget's $100,000 higher if we look in Wisconsin. So we bought a house that is about 2.5 times the value of the one that we sold in Wakanda, and we're paying slightly less in property taxes. So, and that's not to mention, half for sales tax. All the other food and beverage taxes so much lower.
So the home in Wisconsin is 2.5 times
the value
of the home in Wakanda, and you're paying less in property taxes on the home that's 2.5 times the home in Wakanda.
That is correct.
You see the problem there?
I see the problem.
You don't need to be. You can be an Iowa grad and still understand that
as long
math.
as you speak slowly.
Yeah, I mean that is.
And Andy, you're going through a similar relocation or considering moving to Wisconsin.
Yeah, my wife and I are considering.
Heard Dan's story, I bet.
Well, that definitely had a lot to do with it. My wife and I are looking to most likely build a house here in the next year or two, and we're just kind of scouting locations, and it turns out it's much more affordable to build said house over the border.
Because how far are we from Wisconsin? Half hour?
It's about 20 minutes to the border of
Oh,
Wisconsin.
that's
I mean,
it? I knew I
really
was driving somewhere this morning.
Just
I
keep going
just said
north.
Yeah,
no.
we're pretty far up there. Like I think Dan said earlier, we're just north of Canada here.
Hey, Andy, on the new house, who are you going to use for the landscaping?
Haven't decided yet, but I think I think I might know some guys.
And I love this property because you have a beehive out there.
We do.
You've
My wife
got
keeps
18
bees out there.
acres here, and it's beautiful.
I have a small
You should've-
nursery. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, from door to door this morning, from my house to here, it was about 27 minutes. So, not bad. People think Wisconsin's so far away, but we're almost there.
Yeah. No, it's getting closer every day for all kinds of people. Actually, when we were driving in, I see the caravans just moving
right.
Wisconsin, all the U-Haul trucks with the Illinois plates that are going up to Wisconsin.
Well, I tried unsuccessfully for a while to get Wisconsin to annex Lake County, but they
Exactly.
wouldn't do it, so I just
Well, I mean, seriously, we talk about this, but I mean, both from the commercial side as business owners as well as the residential side. Lake County, we've talked about this on the show before, but Lake County, the median property tax rate as a percentage of home value for residential is the 22nd highest in the nation, like at the county level, the 22nd highest county median property tax rate in the nation. So this is like serious business people saying, I can't make it make sense to be here, even though I'd like to be here. And I wonder how that impacts your business as well.
It definitely does. I mean, we're lifelong Lake County residents. Grew up in Lake Zurich High School.
We do love the people here.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
area.
And that's, I mean, obviously we bought Woodland Landscape Contractors, who was a longtime Lake County business as well. And so we bought this property knowing that we had the opportunity to potentially purchase in Wisconsin or somewhere else. But we're here for the long haul, so we still care a lot about Lake County, even if we choose not to live in Lake County.
Yeah,
And are you
exactly.
always looking for more customers, or do you guys fill up quickly? I mean, are people making orders now for the summertime?
Oh yeah, yeah. Typically, by this time, we kind of have our April and May scheduled. We still have some openings in there though. But yeah, this is definitely the time to start thinking about the spring and summer projects. If you want to be doing something to get outside and enjoy your outdoor space this summer, you could give us a call, and we still have time to design something for you, or just hear your ideas and come up with something.
And if you're interested in doing any complimentary work, then Amy would be somebody you'd want to talk to.
Absolutely, it
Yeah.
would be our
That'd be
pleasure.
great.
Yeah.
I want to get that parkway. And you don't have any outdoor space. Could you build something a little like a
A berm or
berm.
like a natural space for Hayek, so he doesn't have to consort with the other dogs.
Do you have a
at the dog
rooftop?
park.
We could do something on a rooftop.
Yeah, I have
I don't.
a third level with the pool and a pond. The
Oh, yeah, I
pond's
saw
good
that.
for you, Amy.
Yeah.
We could do some
at Lake
container
Point
plantings
Towers.
up there, or something like
Yeah,
that. Give
yeah.
it some color.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to the
No,
condo
he's fine. You should
association.
really just focus on my
We'll
house.
focus on
Right.
that.
I need curb appeal. It's not good.
We can definitely do that.
Andy and Dan Migas, the principals and brothers of AM Woodland Outdoor Design here in Mundelein, where we are broadcasting live this morning, part of our AM 560 Signature Bank Business Tour. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hear about the big